Welcome to the Idiot Box. This is House of the Dragon Episode 4. The episode starts with a one-year leap. Rhaenyra is on a tour where contenders compete for her hand, but none of the suitors are suitable for the young princess. One of the contenders is a 12-year boy who gets in a fight with another contender and kills him. Rhaenyra, grown weary of her travel, cuts the tour short and returns to King's Landing. While on her way back, her boat is shaken by the arrival of a dragon. Yes, it is Daemon's dragon Caraxes. At the court, Daemon arrives with freshly cut hair and a crown on his head. He is now called King of the Narrow Sea, but he bends the knee and offers the king the stepstones. The brothers hug it out and celebrate. Rhaenyra and Alicent have begun to reconcile. Rhaenyra confides in Alicent that she doesn't want to be imprisoned in castle and made to squeeze out heirs. Daemon tells Rhaenyra that marriage is just a political arrangement, but she tells him for women marriage is a death sentence. At the small council, the king is notified that the sea snake is planning to marry her daughter with a sea lord of Bravos. Otto tells him that if the alliance goes through, then the crown will have to seek a marriage pact of their own. In her room, Rhaenyra finds some common folk clothes and a map to open a secret passage. She wears the clothes and sneaks out where Daemon is waiting for her. In the dead of the night, they walk in the candlelit thoroughfares of the Street of Silk. Disguised, they navigate alleyways filled with magicians, tightrope walkers, and eyeless fortune tellers. They drink and watch a bawdy and grotesque bit of theater satirizing the Targaryen dynasty. Rhaenyra learns firsthand how much the common folk would prefer little Aegon, her half-brother, be named heir instead of her.
For one night, I wish to be free of the burdens of my inheritance.
Daemon takes her to a brothel. Yeah, like that's a good place to take your niece. They end up kissing each other. Nothing completes a Targaryen household like a bit of incest. Daemon retreats before they can bang each other, leaving Rhaenyra alone and unfulfilled. Back at the castle, Rhaenyra comes back to her room and Criston is left confused as to how she was able to escape through a guarded room. An inflamed Rhaenyra swiftly seduces Criston, and we get a long scene of her removing his armor, and they end up banging each other. If you were wondering about the lack of sex in this show, well, wonder no more. The news of Daemon's escapades with his niece reaches the Hand's ear, and in the morning Otto notifies Viserys that Rhaenyra was seen in a pleasure house with his uncle, and they were
coupling.
Viserys remains in denial. Alicent, having overheard the conversation, confronts Rhaenyra about her relationship with Daemon. Rhaenyra confesses that she went to a brothel with her uncle, but Daemon left her there, and nothing happened between them. Daemon is dragged before Viserys, who accuses him of defiling and ruining his daughter, but Daemon doesn't deny it. Instead, he asks to be married to the princess. Viserys now suspects Daemon's plan is to marry Rhaenyra for the Iron Throne and exiles him from King's Landing. When Viserys meets Rhaenyra in his chamber, he shows him Aegon's dagger and engraved in it the prophecy of the apocalyptic winter that can only be prevented by Targaryen rule, and weight of this knowledge is larger than her desires. Rhaenyra says to listen to the truth, but Viserys replies,
"The truth does not matter, Rhaenyra. Only perception."
She is told to marry the sea snake's son, and she agrees on one condition: that Otto Hightower be removed from the Hand's position, as he has been trying to get Rhaenyra disinherited. Viserys, who has grown to suspect Otto, and tells him how he manipulated the king by sending his daughter after Emma's death. The king strips Otto of his position as Hand, telling him,
"I can no longer trust your judgment."
The episode ends with Rhaenyra being served moon tea, a medicinal drink that is used to abort unwanted pregnancies. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more.